Hello buddy, what we have here is an unboxing of a Tombstone lifter that I got off someone, actually on Facebook, but I paid through PayPal. Total was $140, that's with shipping. He also has a broken spinning snowflake Frosty in here, like really broken. So yeah, it is broken though, it needs repairs of course. The arms are broke, there's a broken gear, so it's okay though. You know, the box is smaller than what I remembered it being, because when I got my other one back in 2009, the Spirit shipped it in a huge box. Like, they shipped it in a really huge box. Yeah, because we didn't have a Spirit Halloween here in 2009, so I had to order the stuff that I got. Except for the Wild Witch and the Hovering Ghost. My grandma went to Washington, D.C., and she brought those ones back with her, but the witch got sent back to the store. She shipped the witch back to that store when it broke. I mean, it was pointless, because here's what she thought. She thought that they were going to send us a new one if she sent it back, but they didn't. So that sucked. And then I got the whole graveyard theme collection. I got all of them that year. This guy wrapped it the same way Tyler wrapped the Coffin Witch. There it is. You know what else was weird is that in 2009 the Rising Reaper with the pumpkin was $80, and then in 2010 it was $70. Instead of the price going up like they usually do, it went down, which is so weird. I didn't realize that till yesterday, looking at screenshots from the videos when it was on display. This was $80 originally. Here's the Frosty. Tombstone. That's all the parts to it. There's the base. See, they all use the triangle base that you're. See, you could actually, I think, if you wanted to, connect a Rising Reaper module to this, and it would rise up when you plug the wire harness there, or a Evil Cauldron Witch. That'd be kind of interesting. But you know what else is weird is that the Rising Reaper with the pumpkin, if you have the 2010 body, it will not work on the 2009 base because they switch the wires around on the board. So it doesn't work. Trust me, I tried. Even the Hovering Ghost, the one from 2010, will not work on the 2009 base. Now the Tombstone Lift, the Guardian of the Grave, all of them work with each other, because I put 2011 body on a 2009 base, and that one worked. And I'm assuming the Tombstone Lifter would, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I got this because my other one, I feel like, is beyond repair. Like, it is in bad shape. The head is broken off. The arms, like, it had to be glued back on, and then it was accidentally glued backwards. I couldn't get it to work at all last year. I'm gonna have to take out the sound sensor because, again, I only like these being timerized. Because, again, this one goes every 2 minutes, and it doesn't break. They don't break when they do their timer thing, because they get a short break before they activate again. Trust me, these things lasted me so much longer after I disconnected the sound sensor, because they wouldn't have lasted me as long if I didn't. I mean, towards the beginning I didn't do that. I started doing that after 2011, after my Halloween, or after my 2011 display, or during, no, I started doing it mid, like, kind of like when I got my second 2011 Demonica is when I kind of started doing it. See, these arms are actually way lower than what they're intended to be. See, like, oh, well, now it's in there. Yeah, see, they're not supposed to go, like, that low. So there's definitely a broken gear in there. I feel like these are always backwards too, like, because they want you to put them this way, but that doesn't make sense. I think it was even with my other one, they were actually on the wrong side. I had to put them on the other side. Yeah, there's no way that this is the right side. It just doesn't make sense for this part to be on top. The body looks like it's in pretty good shape on this one. The base is in good shape. The pole, I mean, it's just got a broken gear. That's really it. Tombstone looks decent right now. Oh yeah, look at this. They even move separately. They're not supposed to do that at all. They're supposed to move together. Yeah, that's not... Also, my other Tombstone lifter, I'm sure you've seen, always only had almost one eye lighting up. One of the eyes went out right away. I'm not connecting it to the... His eyes are bright too, wow. It already had batteries in it. Let's try the Frosty. I'm curious, like, what the pitch is, too. Oh, it's quiet, too. It's quiet. Nothing moves. There's no tag on it, so I can't see what year this one is. If it's 2003 or 2002. I'm guessing 2003. Guess it could be 2004, but I don't know. They're really mostly they're pretty similar. 2002, 2003, and 2004, they're pretty similar. Okay, let's see here. Am I going to be able to get into this guy to repair it? Oh yeah, I did fix the chain to the grave. I had to replace the split gear, so I'm going to have to open it up. Take all these screws off, get these off, see what's going on in there. So yeah, hopefully it can be done. So I'm going to do that. That's just fucking great. This thing already fucking snapped and the head is already breaking off. Of course, because it's crappy ass black plastic, it freaking snapped right off. I literally think this is unrepairable now. It literally broke in like 3 pieces. Fuck black plastic. Well, none of the gears look like they're broken. It was probably just that piece cracking which caused it to not work. So it's probably just this. But it wasn't broken off. It literally broke off as I was taking it apart. Because it literally hit my knee, and that's all it took for it to crack off. But the thing is, they're supposed to line up together. They're supposed to move together. And they're not moving together. They're moving separately, so... Let's see, is there something like... I don't see any broken teeth. So, the relay switch piece is broke. Yeah, this other one's split too. I might have to use parts from my other one, because my other one, surprisingly, even though it's been sitting in a storage unit, the other parts aren't broken like this one is. That's what's weird, is my old ones that I've, like, used so much it's like they're in better shape on the inside. Like, this one's head and base and everything is in better shape than my original, but the mechanism on my other one is in better shape. Like, there's no cracked pieces on the mechanism of my original. And it's been used so much more than this one probably has been. So, oh Jesus Christ. So I guess this restoration is going to have to be put on hold because, wait. So I guess this restoration is going to have to be put on hold because I can't fix this because there is a lot of damages to this mechanism. Look, a bunch of, it's again black plastic, it's all broken. Look, the relay switch piece is busted in half. This piece is a square shaft piece that holds this arm, which obviously can't work without that because it's completely cracked out of there, because that connects to this, which is what turns it. And then this side isn't as broken, but it is actually broken as well, which is why they're not lined up together. That's why they were wiggling out of place. See, it's cracked as well. And the thing is, this one's head is also breaking off, just like my other one did. See, I mean, it pulls out. See, it's all cracked in there. See, freaking black plastic. But this one's base is in such good shape, and the body is in such good shape. The Tombstone's in better shape than my other. So this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go to the storage unit, find my other one. And my other one has never had any mechanical issues. It's actually mechanically in better shape, even though this one's probably been kept... Even though it's been rotten in a freaking freezing / really hot storage unit, it's somehow in better shape. Like, the base on my other one is bad, the head on my other is bad. They're basically, the two are complete opposites. This, like, my other one, the mechanism is completely fine. There's nothing broken on it. Just the body and base is bad. But this one, the base and body is good, and this one's mechanism's fucked up. So basically, I'm just going to have to swap the two, really. Make one full bad one and one full good one with the parts I have. That's why I have duplicates all the time, because you can really swap parts from them and make one really good one and one really bad one. So yeah, I guess I'll update you when that happens. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get around to fixing him. I'm just not in the mood to fix Christmas themes right now. I guess so, but I'm gonna have to use parts from my original one to fix this one, because I don't think this one's fixable with the way it is. So I'm gonna have to try to go to my storage unit tomorrow and find my other one as well as my chain to the grave so I can get those all fixed and working, I guess. Figure out which one of these is in better shape, which one needs better fixing. I mean, if it turns out my other one's in better shape, I'll just freaking swap the bases, since this one still plays the audio, my other doesn't. Because I don't know, mine wasn't working last year, but honestly, it was working the year before that, just didn't make the noise. But it's in really, really bad shape. Like, the head is glued on. It's like glued on the pole or something. It's in rough shape, but still, the other one mechanically worked. This one does not mechanically work, but everything else is in good shape. Just this gearbox is all broken and fucked up. So basically, between the two, they're complete opposites. Like, again, this one's mechanism is all busted up, whereas the other one, the base and the head is all busted up, but the mechanism on my other one's fine. So they're basically opposites. So yeah, like I said, the head had busted off in like 2018 when we brought it to the yard, but Lucas's uncle glued it on, but it was glued on backwards, I think. So we had to tweak it a little bit. We did get it running though. It was working in 2018. So even after it was glued, I think it basically had to be like this though. It was glued, like I said, there was something backwards, but last year like I said, I couldn't get it working. But hopefully, I don't know. I didn't have time to look at anything. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out and get it working. See, the switch is always in the on position on my other one. The switch is inside the base on my other one, because again, I took the sensor out and left it just timerized. I can't remember my chain to the grave, but I think the adapter slot was like, they had a lot of really bad issues, but they can be fixed. So again, I'll probably just swap the bodies, but the problem is the head is Gorilla Glued on the other one, so I don't know. Because I want this head, since this one works really good, and it looks really good too. So, hopefully I can figure that out. But yeah, because the wires are all ripped out of the light-up eyes on the other one too. The one I never lit up, like it stopped lighting up like right away. So, and that was probably just the LED, because there's no way a wire would have come off that. It doesn't have enough movement for the wires to come off for that. So that was just burnt out. But when the head ripped off, then the wires got pulled off. But either way, yeah, I'll probably just have to try to swap the mechanism. But I'm afraid if I try doing that, it's going to crack. Since my other one has black plastic, I mean, they are from the same year. Both of these are 2009 models. So they're both equally as old. It's just somehow this one broke way before my other one did. But you know, that's just the weird logic with animatronics, is that they're just never the same. This is why I say this. When you ask me how long something's gonna last, there's no guarantee. Like, look, my other one still mechanically works, this one hasn't, and I don't know, there's no way to know how long this thing has been broken for. This could have been broken 5 years ago. You just don't know. Whereas my other one still was working. The symbols set up in minutes. Oh my god, this thing got released in 2008, but this is like, but I'm pretty sure it's the 2000, because I don't think it was at Spirit in 2008. It was probably, it could have been made in like December of 2008 and released the next year though. But yeah, I remember actually in 2011 I saw my store had one left. I almost even remember that the one on display at our store in 2010, the Tombstone went like way over its head. Like, there was a time where the plastic pieces actually broke and the Tombstone went way over its head. I heard a cracking sound, and then when it went back down, it went down, but like I think it broke. So the 2010 ones were made worse, but this is definitely not. And you might be thinking the 2010 models have the blue light under the Tombstone, but just the flagship location had that version. The rest of them in 2010 just had the regular version. Because in 2010 there was a version that came out with the blue light under it that shines under its face, like a creepy caretaker. But like I said, only the flagship location had that, because they, you know, have the prototypes and stuff. But other places sold it. Just not Spirit, because my store, I didn't have a store in 2009, so they didn't have, when they finally opened in 2010, it's not like they had any 2009 leftovers. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for now.
Take one step into this graveyard and become one of the living dead. We are waiting for you to join us. Take one step into this graveyard and become one of the living dead. We are waiting for you to join us. Take one step into this graveyard and become one of the living dead. We are waiting for you to join us.
Sound time. I recorded them a lot already.
Take one step into this graveyard and become one of the living dead. We are waiting for you to join us.
Ready? Nope. What?